I'm now joined by Galway senior county footballer Duane to talk about the upcoming challenge game that would have happened between Clare and Galway on Saturday, the April the 25th in Kilkee for the inaugural Michael O'Shea challenge game to raise funds for Regina House Palliative Care Centre in Kilrush and West Clare Cancer Centre in Kilkee. Michael O'Shea would have worn the jersey for 14 years for the Clare senior county footballers. He would have played for Kilkee and two championships, club championships, and he would have played with an awful lot of former Clare players like the goalkeeper Joe Hayes, current Clare selector Inda Coughlin, and would have played in the 2012 team that got to the Munster final, and would have come across Galway on many occasions. I suppose, Johnny, first of all, for yourselves in Galway, a good sort of league campaign so far, but in terms of coming to the championship, I know how difficult it is to get inter-county games and good challenge games. So you would have been just finishing the league, you would have been coming down to the heart of Clare, right to the West Clare, into Kilkee, for a real competitive game with a big crowd, and that would against the Division 2 outfit that have beaten Kildare, that have beaten Cavan, and it would have been a great test for you ahead of the start of the championship.
Absolutely, yeah, Jim. Look, we're really looking forward to it, and even looking back now, you know, you take your hands off to just get any type of a game. But yeah, that would have set us up. We were actually due to play New York in the first round of the championship. Would have been last weekend, so that would have been probably our last competitive match before that. So yeah, we were looking forward to it, but unfortunately, you know, circumstances changed, and we just had to reevaluate the situation. Look, the health is our most important thing at this time. So there was nothing really we can do. But look, we were looking forward to a game. You know, that would have been probably our final challenge game, we'll say, before championship. And probably, as you know yourself, they're a hell for either, be it making the 15 or making the 26. So yeah, it's unfortunate that we couldn't come down and give it a lash.
And I suppose, Johnny, Galway and Clare are neighbours. They would have met most dominantly in the last few occasions. They would have also always have played football games in underage up along and minor and under 21 in challenge games. And you know yourself, West Clare is the heartland of Gaelic football, and Clare coming down to Kilkee would have brought a big, massive Galway crowd to it. Next door neighbours, only an hour for most Galway supporters to come down to the game. So in normal challenge games, they're behind closed doors. There's not much, but this would have very much been an occasion, a real footballing on occasion. And I suppose two teams, there would have been a bite with Clare trying to desperately win the game as well. So it would have been, I suppose, for a footballer, a Galway footballer, you like to play those sort of games before championship, because they're games that you know that you're going to come down, you're going to get a real competitive game.
Absolutely, yeah. Look, any games, especially them kind of challenge games with a bit of a crowd, you know, it's better than any training session, and it'll set you up, you know, for the championship in the weeks ahead. So yeah, look, it's disappointing, but they're the kind of games that really get you up to championship pace, you know, especially the last few challenge games before your championship starts. That's kind of when you do your fine tuning, and really there really is a buzz around, you know. There was probably a buzz around Clare football. There was a good buzz around Galway football, and the support was brilliant. But it's just unfortunate that it couldn't go ahead. But hopefully, if things get back, you know, we could organise something again. But you know, we'll leave that with the powers that be.
Yeah, and I suppose, Johnny, there is a memorial fund page set up, a GoFundMe Michael O'Shea Memorial. So far, it has raised €23,000. There's an awful lot of contributions across Clare, and we're just putting out this to the public of the Galway footballing public. All the inter-counties or games are probably known about. The probably challenge games probably aren't known about us this much, and this game would have been only come to the cross the Galway public eye maybe a week or two. They would have found out about it before the game would have happened. And it is for two great centres, West Clare Cancer Centre in Kilkee and Regina Palliative House in Kilrush. And all the Clare footballing panel have donated a jersey, a piece of gear, all 38 members of the Clare football panel. There will be a draw on for May the 9th for anyone that donates €15 or more. And I suppose it's important to put out the message. We know all the football family is one big community around great causes, and this is a great cause. And for a footballer who had a 15-year career who got taken at a young age, and I suppose in some things like the Galway footballing public, they do support great causes, and this certainly is a good cause.
Absolutely a great cause, yeah. And and the work that the Clare football team have done is brilliant. You know, everyone has been affected by cancer in some way, be it a family member or friend. So, you know, hats off to them, and they've raised a serious amount of money, and hopefully, you know, the public can get raising that bit more, whatever it may be. You know, every little helps. And then, as you said, if you raise more than or donate more than €50, you could go into the draw for some of them prizes. So yeah, look, as you said, the GA is one big family, and that we can do in memory of someone, or that's going to help someone in some way. I'm sure we'll dig in and give a hand.
I suppose lastly, Johnny, before I let you go, there is a great appetite for this game to be played further down the line, especially the Clare footballers mention it at whatever stage, if it's after, if everything goes back to normal and whatever way the season finishes out, that this game could be taking place. And I suppose that's something the Galway footballers would be more than happy to oblige to come down to Kilkee, not play it this year, but certainly the opportunity to come down and play that game. And I suppose all these funds and charities, it's a great cause, but sometimes the players just want to show their support by turning up on the pitch as well for all the youngsters and especially young kids to see the match in Kilkee and see the game, a football game being played for a footballing person.
Absolutely, yeah. Look, whenever we're allowed to play again, or whenever there is, you know, crowds allowed to go to matches, I'm sure something can be organised. It'd be great for both supporters. You know, in Clare and Galway, it's not that we're neighbouring counties, so there will be a massive crowd there, and you know, I'm sure that the people that are organising it, whenever we're able to get back playing and able to have competitive games again, I'm sure there'll be something organised, and it'll be great for the community in Kilkee, and then for the Galway and the Clare supporters. So please God, fingers crossed, something will go ahead at some stage.
On that note, Duane, when everything gets back to normal, we wish you a successful club always comes first, as we know. So we wish you the best luck with your club, and then hopefully with Galway, when things get back to normal, that you have a progressive whatever it finishes out to be, league or championship, and hopefully, please God, that game will take place in the near future. For representing the Galway football panel, Duane, thanks for talking to us this evening.
Thanks a million, Jim. Cheers.